Will you please welcome Noel and Julian from the mighty Boosh. How lovely to see you. How lovely to have you both in the mighty Boosh. Two of the greatest comic talents in the country as we speak right now, ladies and gentlemen, Noel and Julian. No, it's the truth and you know it. How lovely to have you here.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Good to be here.
Did you get to meet or chat to many of the Olympic winners back there? Did you follow the Olympics? Were you watching that?
I didn't see any of it, but I heard it was good.
That's exactly what they said about your show to me.
I made a sort of accidental joke because this really nice girl I was chatting to obviously won a gold. She said, "Oh, I like your shoes. They're really gold." And I said, "Yeah, they do them in silver as well." What was that? Why would she want them in silver? She never wants to see silver again.
Are you sporty types yourself? I mean, do you seek out sport? Were you sporty as youngsters?
Yeah, I seek out sport.
We play hide and...
If I hear there's some sport somewhere, I'll seek it.
I saw Julian seeking out some sport earlier on.
I don't. I used to be
quite good
at long jump. I was.
You weren't quite. Were you really?
Yeah, I was quite good. Yeah.
Standing still long jump. You said. You know the one where you have to go like that.
That's not a sport. Is that a sport?
It used to be an Olympic sport, actually.
No, did it really?
Yeah, before, and then they added the run-up, because obviously it was...
Because it was rubbish.
Yeah. So, what are you doing?
It's basically just like a controlled falling forward, isn't it? What about you? You're quite good at football, aren't you? Is that right?
Yeah. I'm quite good at sport in general, actually. Yeah.
But you don't, I know disrespect, but you don't look sporty at all because you look like a gadfly, a fashionista.
Yeah. I'm all right at football, actually, but I always used to wear a sort of little headband, and even in football I'd wear
We've got a picture of you there.
Oh, yeah.
You look a little bit like a sort of a 70s footballer, don't you? Like Chopper Harris, maybe, or one of those guys from the past then.
I was hoping you were going to say George Best, but you said Chopper Harris, and I was a little disappointed then.
Because George Best never stood quite like that, did he?
No. Seeking out that ball.
Now, I missed out in the summer of an event which I think I would have enjoyed very much, which was the Boosh Fest.
We invited you as well.
I know, but it was you only invited me on the day, right? And then I've got a family and stuff, and I had to try and organise that, and it didn't happen. That's all it was. I wanted to come. What did you do? It was a musical festival or a comedy festival. What was Boosh Fest?
It was a music festival, but we had a comedy tent and a musical stage.
And we headlined the musical stage, so we had lots of bands. We had Gary Newman came down.
Wow, well, I know you're big Gary Newman fans, of course.
It was amazing.
Did he do early stuff that everyone loves, or did he do the new stuff?
He did it all, actually. Do you know what? He was amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, now there's a picture which perhaps needs some explanation as to exactly what's going on there.
That's Gary on the right. He was good, actually. He was like sort of an electro lion, really sort of proudly walking up and down.
He was among his people again.
Yeah, and he asked me to do cars with him, and I just absolutely shat myself and didn't do it.
You didn't do it?
No, because I couldn't. I was too nervous. I just ran away.
That is.
I had a meltdown. I couldn't do it. I know. I wouldn't have been able to do it. I'd have just gone. It would have been awful.
But what if you asked you again now? Would you give it a shot?
Yeah, I'd do it now. Yeah.
Well, maybe we could
pushing
engineer
him out
that.
the way. Striking poses.
Is electro your choice of music then?
I do like electro. Yeah. No, I'm a bit more of sort of rock. A bit Aerosmith, Stones, Led Zeppelin.
And Julian, in the series, of course, your alter ego Howard Moon is a jazz fan.
That's right. Yeah.
Are you yourself a jazz fan?
I am.
Seriously?
Jonathan, yeah. Very much so.
There's not so many of you out there, really.
No, we're a dying breed.
You are. It is sort of dying out, jazz, isn't
like
it?
unicorns.
I'm trying to bring it back.
There's two of them.
No,
quick, there's one. Grab him.
Unicorns never existed. How can they die out?
How dare you? How very dare you? I saw one the other day. Could have been a horse with a cornetto on its head. I'm not sure.
Is it true that Bono, being a fan, wanted you to take part in the Boosh Fest? That he came to you and asked if he could do that?
I think he sort of, he kind of liked the Boosh and stuff, and then he sort of said, "Oh, well, I'll come and do your festival," but it was a bit late. We sort of booked everyone, and he's so big.
Hold it, you turned down Bono,
we didn't
lead singer, one of the greatest bands in the world, one of the biggest bands. You said, "No, we're fully booked."
Which took a while.
No, but they're so enormous. It would have been a bit weird. It would have been, you know, I mean, we were headline. They couldn't support us. That would be ludicrous.
Well, then you could have supported them. They could have gone on top of you. What's wrong with that?
Imagine that. It would have been ridiculous. Yeah, this is your dressing room. It's a cupboard. There's some hula hoops. That's your rider.
They would have liked it. It'd been good for them to slum for a while. You know what I mean? They would have liked it. It would have taken them back to the old days.
Yeah.
If they ask you next time, would you say yes? Are you going to do it again?
That'd be fun. Yeah, no, we want to do it again, don't we?
It went pretty well. I mean, we didn't really know what to expect, so it was quite scary, but it went really well.
It
was good.
Well, I saw you on the
pyrotechnics
tour.
and
I saw the comedy tour and I loved it, and it was fantastic live and a lot of work. I mean, it was a long show, a lot of work, but it wasn't too long.
It was like Gandhi, wasn't it? It was about 4 hours long.
Yeah, maybe it was a bit too long, but a lot of work had gone into it. And it was a great live performance, and I noticed as well that you get a lot of your fans turn up dressed as some of the more extreme characters.
Yeah.
Did that happen at Boosh Fest as well?
Yeah, it was like a huge fancy dress
party.
10,000 people
Look
dressed
at
up.
that, the double acts in formation.
The chemistry is incredible right
It's wrong,
now.
isn't it? I know, it's crazy.
It was a lot of people dressed up. Like,
in fancy
yeah,
dress.
that's how it was.
It was brilliant because actually there was like, someone had come as Tony Harrison, who is quite a difficult character to come as because he's basically a pink testicle with sort of 8 tentacle arms.
It's just a head. It's a head with tentacles
They
underneath
sort of built sort of plimps, and about 4 of them came as the Tony Harrison. No, but there was a guy in a bolo suit, literally didn't take it off all day.
Now, Bolo is
I'm
the giant gorilla in the series.
And he's right at the front, and he was like that, just staring up, and he never took that costume off, and it was about 80 degrees. I'm pretty sure he died in that costume. He's still there like that.
Now, the fellas I'm delighted to say, have a book out, which is a really lavish... I've seen it. It's not really finished yet. They have one copy, I believe.
I think they hand-bound that for you.
Wow.
Especially.
Yeah, small Japanese boy made that for you.
Wow. Are they going to make more for other people, or is it just that?
Just
it was all
for
that
you. We did it just for you.
He's just doing them all, that guy. Just one bloke.
Just one guy. He's fast, though.
But it's clearly, it's a labour of love. It clearly is. I mean, you've invested a lot more yourselves than people often do in this kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think I have the here. This is the one. And is this how it's going to look? The finished one? They've made this just.
Yeah.
And
It's
it's
the first time we've seen it. We saw it in the dressing room earlier, but that was it.
Wow, there's a picture of you both looking pretty young there. Look at that.
Yeah, that's when we were lovers.
I was still at school then.
That's good. That's a graphic novel.
Yeah, look, you're
Yeah,
like
you've got
this.
a comic in the middle of it and everything.
See a little pull-out comic.
But it's one, when I was a kid, there were certain books that came out that I used to love. Like, well, the Monty Python books always had a lot of work in, and the Rutland Weekend television book had loads of work in, and it reminds me of that.
Yeah, well, that's what we...
Is it Eric Idle? He used to take control of them. He used to put a lot of love in, didn't he?
Yeah. Watched the goodies ones were good as well.
Yeah, the goodies books were great.
Well, we wanted it to look like a sort of beautiful annual.
Yeah, it is. It's like a real end-of-the-year treat, and clearly you both write separate parts of it. There's a lot of your stuff in there, and Howard Moon has part of his autobiography in there as well.
But yeah, Trumpet Full of Memories.
Trumpet Full of Memories. Now, we sent this book to a psychiatrist, ladies and gentlemen. We thought we had a proof copy, a psychologist, we sent it to a psychologist and asked him to evaluate the two personalities behind it. He talked about Vince and he talked about Howard.
Right.
Who do you want to do first? Let's do Vince.
Yeah.
Childish and naive quality to this work, which could be evidence that he's comfortable in a childlike role. This could be related to a need to re-experience childhood, perhaps to give it a happier ending. Maybe childhood isn't recalled so fondly.
Childhood happy ending. That sounds perverse.
OK. I didn't realise it got quite so sad at the end there. Maybe I wouldn't have started with that. OK, Howard, are you ready for this?
Yeah.
So it's about your character, but really
So
this is
mine's
about
2
you, isn't
lines.
it, Julian?
Yours is probably about...
It's a bit longer.
It's like a doomsday book.
What does it just say? Avoid at all costs. Keep away from him.
Very good vocabulary. I think he thought he was marking the book at this stage, which is evidence of a superior intellect.
Well, that's
And those with mental health problems,
Yeah.
such as schizophrenia, mania, and those in the manic phase of cyclical bipolar disorder.
I've been telling you that for years.
I've been telling him that for years.
Telling... That's a better joke.
That's a very good joke. Well, now, listen, it's great to see you here again. Thank you so much for coming on the show. You know I'm a fan. All my family are big fans. You're going to go back on tour, is that right? You're doing another big Boosh tour?
In a week's time, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And this will be just the music like the Boosh Fest, or like comedy, narrative as well?
It's a comedy
show.
Wow.
show, yeah.
And
But
this
we've
is
musical
we're
interlude.
taking a band with us, aren't
Taking a
we?
band and, we're spanning the genres. I'm going to do it.
So when's the tour kick off? When are you doing it?
I think it's next Thursday, isn't
Next
it?
Thursday?
Yeah.
And then we're
in
away
Edinburgh.
for a while.
Edinburgh's the first date.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you're doing a couple of big dates down there. I know you're doing. Is it what you're doing? The O2 Centre?
Yeah.
Well, that's a massive venue.
Yeah.
But there's no way you'll fill that.
They cordon it off.
Calling it off to one.
We've got a special treat for you tonight, ladies and gentlemen, because the Mighty Boosh have agreed to perform for us live this evening. How about that? So I'm going to allow you to go and get ready to enter the magical world of the Boosh. So, ladies and gentlemen, join me in saying thank you to Noel and Julian, the Mighty Boosh. Excellent work. Excellent work. Excellent work. Thank you very much indeed.
Good boy. Tickle those ivories.
Right, boss.
I want to tell you about some evil business going on down Bethnal Greenway. They talking about rape and murder, although those things can be quite enjoyable. I'm talking about Satan's onyx tubes. That's right, my friends. I'm talking about eels. I'm talking about eels. Ah, yes. I'm talking about eels up inside ya, finding an entrance where they can. Eels up inside ya, finding an entrance where they can. Pouring through your mind, through your tummy, through your anus. Eels. Oh, pouring through your mind, through your tummy, through your anus. Eels. Oh, I was obsolete. I couldn't hear the beat, staggering about on the old man's feet. I had 1 foot in the tub. Now rub-a-dub-dub. Oh, that's for my speed. Yes. Oh, little Bobby Rayners. Bang, bang. 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 Don't slip on the cobbles, boy. They're covered in blood, that's right, it's your road. Don't slip on the cobbles, boy. They're covered in blood, that's right, it's your road. Don't slip on the cobbles, boy. They're covered in blood, that's right, it's your road. Don't slip on the cobbles, boy. They're covered in blood, that's right, it's your road. I was obsolete. I couldn't hear the beat. Staggering about I was on my old man's feet. I had 1 foot in the grave and a new rape. Oh! It's a mashup! I am mashup! It's a mashup! I am mashup! Oh, it's on ya! Why you let you where they can? It's on ya! Why you let you where they can? For me, my feet don't relate to seals. For me, my feet don't relate to seals. I was obsolete, I couldn't hear the beat. Staggering about on the old man's feet. I had 1 foot in the grave. Now the rave. Oh, the old legs.
I find that both entertaining and deeply disturbing.